Yeah, this place is weird as heck.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Qunari.
Inverted alluvion. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. Just looking around. We eventually have to go that way they want me. Oh, we have to travel using the alluvions then. Okay. Oh, this place is confusing. It's gonna get confusing fast. Maybe this Viddasala is just working on their own. They're somehow obsessed with magic, and then they learn all about this crossroads stuff. And then they're like, with this knowledge, we now have absolute power over the Southerners, so we're gonna invade. Courtyard. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's another... Wait, what do you want me to do? Viddasala, a flowering imago. The pages of this book, Memory, describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as ponds, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron, and sky and carrion death. The day the last of the vines folds, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps and, after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Euthenera. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Euthenera was that mummified state that the elves go into. Okay, I thought it might have wanted me to do something. It seems like my hand is glowing. No, my hand just hurts. Okay. I don't even know where we teleported to. It's hard to tell. Why are there so many supply caches here? It's a little bit fishy. Duel of 100 Years. The memory shows a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. Two armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elgranon and Falandine. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of their champions. Elgranon and Falandine agreed, and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those knights long be remembered, and Mythal's wisdom be praised. So Mythal was kind of a peacemaker, at least for this one instance. Attentive listeners. This memory shows a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood, entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. Two other elves in a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pole of the earth fiercely resists making fire run like water or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. The unchanging world being our reality, as opposed to the Fade, which is the changing world, right? So these spirits, these are spirits, elven spirits in the Fade having a conversation, having a lecture? That's spooky. Oh, there's another mirror here, and also another one this way. I guess I'll try to remember where we are. It's kinda... it's gonna be hard to remember. Broken tower. Okay, these things are just sorta... they're buzzing. Do they hurt, though? It hurt me when I first looked at it. That seems like it's it, though.
These Qunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Wide eyes, and that look on their faces. I'd almost say they were scared to death.
My hand is reacting. It's still reacting to this stuff. It's gonna be really easy to miss stuff here. We'll just have to be careful. What does this place look like? Oh. Oh, is this the sundered version? The other half of the Archivist?
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenures will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
They're saying some guy just made the veil? We must have been ass deep in demons before then.
If true, that's crazy. But that also feels like the initial myth that we heard about Fen'Harel, about how he was screwing everyone over. Is it true though? Well, I don't think that story was 100% untrue. Probably bits and parts of both are true. I think there was a spot underneath us. Hold on. Scholar's Retreat. This looks like where we're supposed to be. Already? But we haven't raised the walkway yet.
Floating crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
Whatever works for you, Tiny.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun.
Oh no, we've seen like 6 or 7, it's okay. I forgot, last time we went to the Fade, Iron Bull was getting people to hit him and all that. Hello? You know who would love being here? Sarah! She'd definitely love this place, right? The treachery of the wolf. This memory warns of a terrible danger. A wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes. The Evenures, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it, as if preventing it from attacking. Beware the forms of Fen'Harel! The dread wolf comes in humble guises, a wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason, and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. A bit of a hint here. Comes in humble guises, a wanderer who knows much of the Fade. His advice seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Well, I don't know. This is written by the Evenures. Obviously, there's been a lot of mystery surrounding Solus, but he has not done anything that's bad to us so far, right? He helped us defeat Corypheus, and then he left. It's, I mean, it's very fishy that he's leaving, and he seems to have a lot on his mind and all that, but so far he hasn't actually done anything bad to us. Oh, I thought those were enemies. I was like, what? When the dread wolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Is this another statue puzzle? Oh wow, I mean that just straight up looks like Solus already. Because we don't know many bald elves, I guess. And he likes drawing murals, so maybe he drew this one too. What is this one? Kinda making me feel a little bit uncomfortable with the trypophobia trigger. Eyes? I don't know. So I do think that's probably a puzzle hint. But where's the puzzle? I don't see anything dread wolfy here. Uh-oh, unless if you mean this mural is the thing? When the gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Is there a puzzle here though? It doesn't seem like there was anything activatable. I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind for now. Maybe that's just a part of... We learn about it here, but then we do it elsewhere. Is there an upper section that we can look at? This place is confusing as heck. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Oh. instead of coming... This is the way we came from. This goes elsewhere. Nearly missed this. It's so easy to. And there's still so many different spots we hadn't looked at yet. Oh, how the heck do we... With this thingy?
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down alluvion.
Creepy. Helpful, but creepy.
Why are these stairs going where we want them to?
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Viddasala is helping us find what we need.
Now it's even weirder.
Do you think it's possible for me to... scoot over? Oh my gosh! Whoa, there's like 3 dead people here. Lover's not left half, right half. Lovers died here. Ball. You know what? Screw this. No, 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 no. Goodbye. I'm good. I think that's it for here for now then. We got more steps. We gotta find more steps. This library is just sort of... The place we're in right now, the first archivist was saying this is sort of in between the Fade and the real world, which is already what the Crossroads is. How did the Qunari learn so much about this to begin with? Why do they care? Is it really all just in the name of invasion? That seems almost like a kind of a shallow reason. You have all this great knowledge, and what you want to do with it is invade? Can't you do something a bit more noble with it? I don't know. Oh, hi! Hi, how are you doing? Where'd you guys come from? Oh, don't give them the barrier, please. Ooh, they do the big leapy leap.
Back me up!
I'm not doing hot. I need to barrier people. This is a... I need to cast barrier party. Iron Ball? Well, firework. Iron Ball. Iron Ball, you're scaring me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I have time to revive? Maybe not. I'm gonna focus on keeping my dudes healed up first. I don't think Varric enjoys being in the Fade either. Nor Blackwall. Everyone just sort of is bearing with it today. That's what you gotta do when you're part of the Inquisition. We do the stuff that no one else wants to do. Which is kind of Grey Warden-ish in a way. Get out of here, Shock Trooper. Thank you. These look like Veilfire receptacles. But we're not using it that way. There's no interacting thing with it. I'm trying to remember where we came from. This is... Okay, I don't think we've been around here. Anything here? I thought I saw an interaction highlight. Oh! Oh! Damn it. Varric, you should take a potion too. Why aren't you taking potions? Do you not know how to take potions? The 20%? Ah, 30 is fine. I guess there wasn't nothing. Okay. So this side leads to... also nothing. Okay. I don't know where we are in the context of anything. Ah, I think they do vaguely physically correspond to where we go. Like earlier in the courtyard, we took this alluvion and then we ended up here. And then we took this alluvion and then we ended up here? Something like that? So they do vaguely correspond. Gotta find more rocks to put in the place with the stuff. Anchor Blast. Discharging the anchor now deals damage to nearby enemies.
The anchor again. Are you alright?
The pain stopped.
It keeps coming back.
Okay, in that case... I'm just thinking about the Mark of the Rift here. Do we really need it anymore? Maybe we can free up that slot for something else. Huh. Anchor Blast. Try it out. Afterwards. Try it out on the first Qunari we see. Sundered Hall. Right, they vaguely correspond to which way they go. In the back? Ooh, that's a lot of flies or bees or something. Honeycomb. I took it. Whoa. Is that a potion thing? It's just... Damn. I'm not gonna go touch it though. Is there a walkable thing down there? I don't think so. The Dread Wolf created the Veil. The Veil? I mean, we talk about the Fade, we talk about the real world, and what separates them is the Veil, I guess, but we don't normally talk about the Veil in isolation of the two worlds, right? We usually just talk about it as a thing that divides these two places. But to talk about that part specifically... but then it sort of makes sense because the breach in the... Oh, what the heck? We're back here. The breach in the Veil... the breach is a hole in the Veil. And then we know that that's somehow related to the elven artifact, which is the orb that belonged to Solus, but then he gave it to Corypheus. So presumably Corypheus used that to help open up the breach. So if you think about it like that, it does make sense that, okay, maybe Solus does have to do with the Veil.
More dead Qunari with terrified expressions.
They can stay terrified. Solus gave Corypheus the orb, and then he didn't expect that he would try to destroy the world with it. I don't think he gave it to him as a thing to go, here you go, here's a thing for you to destroy the world with. Didn't sound like it from the conversation with Mythal. Another one.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen'Harel. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen'Harel's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the ancient elven empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
Like damming a river. Rely on it for water all your life. What happens when it disappears?
Inquisitor, you let even a handful of scholars into this place, you'll rewrite everything. I mean, apart from all those other times you rewrote everything.
I think this is bigger than anything we found so far, even more than Ameridan being an elf and all that. This has a lot of implications, lower archives, a lot of implications for the Maker creation myth too. Because we know, well, according to Andrasian beliefs, the Maker created the Fade, and the spirits and the demons, and then he's like, you guys are terrible children. And then he makes the real world, the humans, who are better children apparently because they're more creative and imaginative and they do more things with what they have. But if Solus is the one who made the veil, there's almost an implication that he would have to do with the creation of the Fade and the real world itself too, wouldn't it? Not just the veil itself? Maybe that's a bit of a reach. Oh my god. Heart in Hightown, chapter ? Donan wiped spilled ale off the bar, listening to the cries of the birds and the crashing of waves outside. Another slow day on the Amaranthine coast. The tavern didn't get many visitors, just a little too far south of the Antivan border to catch the caravans, but he hadn't opened it to make a profit. He poured a glass of plum brandy from a chipped decanter and carried it out to the patio, where an impressive Orlesian mustache was keeping company with an old Grey Warden playing a minuet on a lute. Donnan handed the brandy to the warden, in some deference to his mustache, and the gentleman accepted it with grace, placing the glass on the table before finishing the last measure of his song. "You have my thanks, guardsman." The Orlesian set the lute on a nearby chair and allowed the brandy to approach his mustache. The mustache did not appear impressed with the vintage. "It's just Donnan these days," he replied, looking out over the waves. "My time in the Kirkwall Guard is over." So this is a past chapter 17? "I spent so many years in and around the City of Chains," the warden sighed. "We're both lucky to have escaped her clutches." The sun was setting behind them, drawing long shadows on the ground that stretched toward the sea. "Maybe," Donnan shrugged, watching the waves turn dark in the distance. "Some days, I'm not sure all of me made it out." "To what we've left behind." The Orlesian raised his glass in a toast, and the two men watched the light fade over the ocean in peace. "Varric."
What the? I never wrote this.
I was just gonna ask. Ooh. What's that saying then? There could be a lot of possibilities, but this is getting crazy though, because I'm starting to get into like multiverse thoughts. What if Varric in another universe wrote this? Or what if Varric wrote this in the future? Or a more probable explanation is what if Varric had an impersonator? Which we already kind of dealt with on the war table. So maybe I don't have to immediately go to conspiracy theory land just yet.
You think we could take a couple of these books back with us?
I don't think they're actually books. More like dreams of books.
How about we just leave all the creepy Fade shit where we found it?
Even if you could take them out of here, they're probably written in ancient Elven, which not even my people can read.
I've never read an Elven novel. I wonder what kind of stories they told.
Stuff about Hala, stuff about nature and the trees. Is that a stereotype? Varric, though, I'm a little bit curious in more of that chapter we just read. You never wrote it, but what about the contents? Does it match what you would write? Have you ever thought about the contents? I need to know more. The deepest Fade. This memory is instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade, realms so far removed they're unmarked by dreamers. Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice and the next 100 for searching. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots. But it is rare the compulsion overtakes our brethren of the air. People regularly try to reach the deepest parts of the Fade. Solus, if he created the Veil, reaching the Fade is no problem for him. Raising the Solanium. This memory describes a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside an elaborately arched pavilion on an island floating in a void. In the distance, haloed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a sphere in the air. Through the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, and a temple palace so frescoed and cleverly carved it is a masterpiece in itself. So it's already kind of weird. Weirdly colored water, weirdly colored jungles. The well-dressed elves' shouting grows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Like the purple flame? Architects of the Grand Solanium, a gift from Blessed Solace to Clever June as thanks for a favor, and friendly debate over the color of the palace's roof trim. If Solus is real, then these aren't just stories anymore then. Because it's saying that Solace is real, it's saying that June is real. So this might have actually happened. Aww. I'm glad we have Varric here to immediately verify that he didn't write that chapter. But still, I want to know. I want to know more. Oh, this is another place that Dagna would love to be at. Okay, so we're back here again. Losing track of this place rapidly. I think we're gonna find the last bit here.
That should be enough stairs.
Oh.
Let's see if we can reach the inverted alluvion now.
I'm not confident we've looked at everything yet, but we'll see. And I need to try out the anchor blast. Somebody come out already. Let me try it out. Solus? He left because he's trying to do something. Oh, perfect. Let's go, guys. Hi! Do I need to be next to people? Oh! Alright. How much damage does it do, though? Pretty good? Or nah? I have 3 bars. Whoa! I can still do it more. Oh, damn. You're pretty good. And it makes our guys invulnerable, too. Should be activating it whenever. We're destroying this already fragile library. Please, guys. That's pretty good. Blast. They're stopping us because we're nearly through. Wait, we came from this one. Which one? How do we go back home? Which way is it? This way? I'm so lost. The Viddasala has already been here for a long time too. Let me look at this side first too. So she knows all the information that we're getting right now faster than we've learned it too, which is not a good sign. At least it seems like the Qunari and I'm gonna assume Solus, they're in opposition right now. So whatever evil things one side is trying to do, the other side is trying to stop them. Which is which, I'm not sure yet. But Solus, like I said, Solus never did anything bad to us, so I'm not gonna... Whoa! Oh, it's the nightmare guy again!
The librarians.
Not good.
Oh, there's multiple of them, alright. How many multiple? Let's focus on one. Can we? I'm gonna wait till they come over. They might not be a spirit resistance, so the anchor blast doesn't do good here. Okay. We should focus on one guy, guys. Oh no. What is that? That's not me. Barely hanging on. The anchor blast, at least it's gonna make our guys invulnerable though. Even though the resistance is not gonna do good damage, I guess it's still good to use it. I never paid attention to my elven studies. Fearling. Fear demons. Nightmare. I don't even know how to say yes in Elven. How do you say it was already like this when I got here? We need to learn this phrase in every language. We good? I guess so. So this is... What's that sound? Librarians, I came to read. Do not be alarmed. I think. Let me check out this little crevice. Ah, there's stuff. There's something here. I feel like we've seen this one before, but I'm not sure. Hold up, let's try it. Actually, I don't think we have been to this one. Interesting. Interesting. How do we get there? Not like that. Oh, they put me back here. Is it a walk and you'll see an invisible path thing? I kind of doubt it. Wait, is that water down there? What is that? That didn't help. But I want to talk to you. I don't think... Is it a parkour thing? Oh yeah, I don't think so. Okay, let me put a pin on this. Let me look around this area first. Yeah, we haven't actually looked at the back here. Wasn't there another document? There is. Birds of Fancy. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never-ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years, a promise never to be parted, whatever ages to come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber! Some things never change throughout the ages. I guess I'll leave this here for now. I don't have health right now, but it's fine. I think we'll be fine in general. Okay. Oh, this place looks confusing more than it actually is. Well, that's because we haven't reached any of the upside down places, right? Oh yeah, look how many people are there. And then the statue. Oh, and then something about how the Dread Wolf looks to the light or whatever. I don't know what that puzzle was about. Look at this. There's a hand holding this mirror. Hi.
Survivor of the breach. Herald of change. Hero of the South.
The Viddasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
Fulfilling my purpose at the breach. Oh, closing the breach?
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
You're doing all this because you want to curb my power. So it was about me? You guys were trying to reach the Winter Palace because of me?
Then enlighten me about the Qun's plans for us.
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fenharel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Darvarad.
Wow, thanks for explaining everything. Okay, they just came straight in, attacking everybody. Iron Bolt. Oh, no, you don't. Who is that? Shock Trooper, the most annoying dudes. Okay, their barriers are going very fast. I'm not being able to cast the anchor. That was fast. I'm not casting stuff fast enough. Unfortunately, Iron Bull is not that buff. I don't have time to focus on healing everybody, to be honest. I need static cage. Oh, no. Sarabas. Another one. Whoa, they're chugging potions like crazy. Look how fast the potions are going. Who is hitting that hard? What's going on here? Are they taking potions? I don't see anyone taking potions. Or is that just how fast? Woo! Sarabas is very strong. There's two of them too. That one... Guys, let's focus on one of them. Oh, the spearman. Get the spearman. Oh, somebody... Did I do that? Hey, let's try throwing the bees. It's not that great. But it's continuous damage, right? That's always good. Alright, Sarabas. We hit hard, but so do they. Darvarard Keystone. Stinking cheater. Who's cheating? Oh. Well, they just left all their crap here. So they think whatever has been put into motion when the breach happened, when it was made, something was put into motion. It has not been ended just because the breach has been closed. And the Qun, or that Viddasala at least, she just thinks we're ultra incompetent, us being all southerners. Superb amulet of critical chain. Every time the wearer of this amulet doesn't land a critical hit chance increases greatly. So it's basically guaranteeing critical hits. I'll give it an iron bowl we could. That was an amulet. What are you using right now? Death Siphon. Yeah, I don't think you're gaining any health and stamina. Maybe you need to... Yeah, just hit harder. Forget about trying to stay alive. Front defense? Okay, you can do it. Yes, black wall. I've got a bunch of stuff here. You're still on all blue stuff. We should give you something better. Storm, second, okay. Magic defense, melee defense, just regular melee defense. What do you have right now? Plus 20 guard max. Isn't that actually a max though? It doesn't give a constant guard. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. Guard penetration, that would be good too. Warhorn, grappling chain, okay. Here you go. They're trying to just destroy us because we're too incompetent in their eyes. Tattered note. Scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlot and the common tongue. Although the letters in Kunlot are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlot. Its subtleties elude me even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants, leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's breath has begun. Victory is in the Qun. So this is an elf, because they're saying Shem. They're the elven servants in the Winter Palace. This is definitive proof?
No wonder the Qunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Qunari spies.
They'd have to. Kunlat's not an easy one to learn.
Does that mean all the elven servants at the Winter Palace are spies? Some of them, at least. At least the one who wrote that note. Alright, there's a thing there. Risk of Sarabas. The sheaf of notes is written mostly in Kunlot, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Qun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Qun since birth do not understand why we risk using Cerebus. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness and all paths converge. This is Solus, presumably. He made the veil to protect us from the Fade. Stripped power from his rulers. It's talking about the Evanurs, the other elven gods, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Wait, excess? I thought they treated their people like slaves. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Cerebes who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Kozlan. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is a loss of suffering. Suffering is a choice and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will endure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one. The elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. So, they believe... Wait. The Qunari want to strengthen the veil to increase that level of peace. But this action itself requires us going into the Fade and stuff, which is why it's risky and dangerous, but we're doing it because it's important. Then it sounds like they should be agreeing with Fen'Harel then, shouldn't they? Or am I misunderstanding this? Or have they not made the connection between Fen'Harel and the elven mage who made the veil? That doesn't seem likely. The common myth says that Fen'Harel separated the gods from the people as an act of trickery.
These are Viddasala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the veil.
A way to clamp down magic. No wonder she's here.
It explains why the Qunari thought it was worth camping here.
Strengthening the veil means losing the connection to magic for people who are magically inclined. That's right. So the regular legend about Fen'Harel says that he's a god of trickery, and he's separating the gods, preventing the gods from helping the people. But this is saying that, no, he actually made the veil to save the people from the gods. Because the gods are actually horrible, and the legends don't seem to have acknowledged that. The hell is this? How do I get up there? Well, how do I get up there? Y'all gonna attack that now? Oh! Damn. Superb amulet of evasion. Chance of dodging incoming attacks. Oh, Iron Bull, I feel like you need that too. A broken mirror here. Alright. I think this is just here for me to notice that there's a gap that I can jump onto. There's a mirror here. Is there a mirror up there as well? There's an archivist. Another mirror broken. Oh, okay. Weird. Hello. Hello.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Qunari called Viddasala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Davarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I found a keystone with one of the Qunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira.
Thank you.
It glows. It will open the way to the Davaran. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the paths. I can now raise one.
Oh.
If you wish to go.
You've been very helpful.
Gildethan was what the elven called me. One who
Gildethan.
guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
Thank you.
We've got to find.
Farewell,
I'm
patrons.
sorry.
Would that I could have greeted you whole.
They're gone. Thank you. Yeah, we've got to find them. There's a thing here. Might have done that a little bit too early. Yeah. A bow schematic. Okay, very cool. I'm just waiting for the thing to come back. Now we gotta go to a different place. So does the Asian of Fenharel? No! Does Solus know what the Qunari are doing and all that? He's trying to stop. Oh, wait. Hold up. So there's the path to get out of here. But then what's this one then? Because we came through this one, right? What's that one? Is it possible for us to reach it? I mean, it looks operational, so it makes me want to check it out, but it's not like I can... Can I reach it? There's no cracks in this thing. I can't find a way to go up, and I wonder if it's even interactable. I roll over it, but there's no change in icons. Maybe that's just there. Yeah, I was looking on the ceiling though, and that's actually where we were before, the courtyard. Creepy, isn't it? This place is just inverted, and I don't know if... Why is it like that? There's no explanation. That just is. So many broken mirrors here too.
You know, when I traveled alone, I'd fight bandits, some drunk chevaliers. Nothing out of the ordinary. Back with the Inquisition, and a moment later we're battling secret Qunari assassins in a dream library. I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
You're padding your resume for your next gig. You better be thankful. Oh, this is the one place that I couldn't get past earlier, right? Oh, I see. It's supposed to be like a faster... Wait, so now we're back on what we were looking at on the ceiling. Isn't it? Yeah, if we look up in the sky, that's where we just were. Oh, that's so confusing. That's just how this whole thing is. Oh, yeah, that mirror wasn't activated when we were there. Now it is, though. I guess we just get out of here. Return to the Winter Palace to warn the others. Okay. Which is to go... just going this way normally, I think. That's where we gotta be. Actually, how do we go back? How do we go back? Here. The Fenharel statue. I'm still thinking about the little puzzle piece that we had before. We never really did anything with that puzzle piece, right? So it makes me wonder a little bit. Oh, we can't go there anymore. It's red. I think we were down here, but while I was there, I couldn't see that there was a Fenharel statue right on top. I'll have to think about this. There were a few pieces. It seems like every single area we've been to so far, there's been like a little thing here and there that we couldn't really fully solve. Even back in the deep roads, there was that... Yeah, that one little alluvium behind the obstacles But for now, let's just go back and see what happens. Probably shouldn't be staying in a place like this for too long anyway. Can't be good for our health. Okie dokie.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerin's palace?
Yes, and in Val Royeaux and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
Whoa.
The Qunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
There is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
And no matter what, we still have to tell them right away. We're the League? We're the League. Wait, who are you saying this to? Tell us what you know?
This is our fault.
Fault? No. But our responsibility.
How did it happen?
The elven servant handling the barrels confessed to working for the Qunari.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
How do we have infiltrated people in our ranks?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing.
Several?
I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
We were so focused on Iron Bull the whole time, we didn't think about literally everybody else. I mean, They would have found an opening elsewhere, though, I feel like. Just like Liliana says, fault? No, but it's our responsibility.
The Inquisition stopped Corypheus and saved the world. We can't let an outside threat change who we are.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
Oh! Am I okay? Josephine... I like seeing Josephine mad about this. I feel like she's been pretty agreeable so far, but this is a field that she has expertise in, and she's right, we're effing up everything, aren't we? I don't understand why we hit the body. Okay, the arresting the servant, that part is our fault. We're overstepping in the jurisdiction of somebody else. But the Qunari body thing, why didn't we just start telling everybody? I'm okay.
So, it's been getting worse. I don't know why. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how much time I've got left. What I do know is that the Qunari need to be stopped. So I need to get to the Davarad while I can still fight.
I didn't think my lifespan was a concern. Oh my god.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
I appreciate what they try to do here just now, like, because Josephine is my romance option. They made a little something extra, but it was a kind of a jarring modular thing just now. About me, right? About me? I don't feel like I feel like they should know. We can't keep hiding everything and thinking that we know what's best forever.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make her watch over you.